So that's what this whole stalker mode is about. You may think you know me, but you are wrong, Rosalind says, leaning back against the wall to put space between them. I give you my word. I would never lay a finger on Sadie. Your word means nothing to me, Nikolai growls. I will be watching you. He turns and steps back into his room, slamming the door in Rosalind's face. Nods. She counters his challenge, positioning herself in a boy. Leave Sadie before turning back. I'd forgotten that you two were from the same country. Small world, eh? Rosalind smiles as he disappears down the stairs. She turns her attention back to Nikolai. He meets her icy glare head on. No backing down. Rosalind's lip curls into a snarl. Her mind explodes with imaginary red warning flags. Nikolai is far more than he appears. Certainly not a typical schoolboy. Leave Sadie alone. Or what? Nikolai challenges. You'll kill me? Don't tempt me. Rosalind's face clouds with anger. You know I can. In fact, I think I would rather enjoy it. I don't doubt that, but I doubt you would do it here, with witnesses. Nikolai's smirk tightens as he takes a step toward her. I'm not afraid of you. No? Her lips peel back over her teeth as she counters his challenge, positioning herself an inch from Nikolai's nose. His eyes widen, but he holds his ground. Rosalind pauses, taking in his strong stance and the muscles rippling under his shirt. Who are you? I'm the guy that's protecting Sadie, he says, grinding the words out through clenched teeth. Rosalind blinks, surprised. You think I want to hurt my friend? Nikolai's jaw clenches as he nods. She blows out a breath, easing back onto the pads of her feet. So that's what this whole stalker mode is about. You may think you know me, but you are wrong, Rosalind says, leaning back against the wall to put space between them. I give you my word. I would never lay a finger on Sadie. Your word means nothing to me, Nikolai growls. I will be watching you. He turns and steps back into his room, slamming the door in Rosalind's face. She stares at the closed door. Fear tickles her spine. Just how much does Nikolai know about her? Deciding there is nothing she can do about it, Rosalind slips back down the stairs. Noticing William is still slouched in front of the TV, Rosalind decides to join him. Budge up. He straightens, allowing her some room. What are you watching? Phineas and Ferb. The show's awesome. Rosalind watches for a few minutes, amused by the platypus that is a pet by day and secret agent by night. Creative. No kidding. William nods, eyes glued to the screen. It's brilliant. Do you watch children's shows often? She fights to conceal her amusement. William switches off the TV and retracts his legs from the armrest. Hey, I know what you're thinking. What's a genius like me doing watching a show like that? Well, let me tell you, Missy, brainiacs need a break too, you know? Rosalind giggles as William thrusts his thumb into his chest. I see. Wow, I didn't realize I was in the presence of greatness. William nods solemnly, and don't you forget it. Is he trying to hit on you again? Sadie calls as she bounces down the stairs. Her usual spiked collar has been replaced by a dog choke chain. It clangs loudly as she lands on the ground floor. She wears jeans 2 sizes too big, drooped at the waist, and a Pink Floyd t-shirt. Oh, not again, William groans. Aren't you done with this phase yet? Nope, I'm still exercising my civil rights. Rosalind grins, protesting the school dress code on the weekends too? You bet, Sadie nods, slinging herself into the armchair. Someone has to make a statement. Well, I'd say you're covering that for the entire school, Mrs. Hughes says, as she carries in a plate of freshly baked biscuits into the living room. Hungry, Rose? Yes, ma'am, I forgot to eat this morning. No kidding, it's like 5 a.m., Sadie groans, shielding her eyes from the bright sunshine streaming in through the bay window nearby. Oh, stop being such a sourpuss, William cries, tossing a pillow at his sister. It's at least 7 a.m. It's a tragedy. That's what it is, Sadie says mournfully. I never get out of bed before 10 a.m. on a Saturday. Rosalind's brow furrows, thinking over her words. Then why are you awake so early? Obviously, Sadie and William were awake when she arrived. A mischievous grin spreads across Sadie's face. She glances over at William with a conspiratorial gleam in her eye. Rosalind stares at the siblings with increasing suspicion. All right. What's going on? Chapter 10. How could you say yes without even asking me? Rosalind cries, leaping to her feet. When Gabriel stopped by Sadie's house the night before to invite them to a party at his house, she actually agreed. Rosalind leaps through feelings of betrayal and straight into panic. This is the complete opposite of avoiding him. I thought you'd be happy. Sadie's grin phases into a frown. You sure seemed to enjoy talking to him last weekend. Yes, talking is fine, Rosalind agrees hesitantly. Sadie scans her growing blush. But he wants more, doesn't he? William jerks upright, suddenly very interested in that conversation. Rosalind tries to appear as if her shrug is innocent. He asked if I had plans. That's all. So what stopped you? Sadie asks, leaning forward. Besides you mean? William snorts. His face takes the brunt of Sadie's couch pillow missile. Dozens of reasons flood Rosalind's mind. Like the fact that she's an immortal with a husband who has a vicious jealous streak and will happily rip Gabriel's limbs from his body. Or because Gabriel is immortal and totally unsuitable for her life. Or that simply by being around him, she gets all warm and mushy and her predatory senses are shot to pieces. Or maybe it's that she can't even figure out why she is so drawn to him. This fact alone...
State your business. Death to all who oppose us.
Choosing the only excuse that won't make her sound like a lunatic. He has a girlfriend, and that's where...
What business have you?
William grins triumphantly, but Rosalind ignores him.
Be ready for anything.
Makes her groan inwardly. Although she has given him no reason to hope for a relationship, apparently those dreams are still burning strong. It's just a party, Rose, Sadie says, throwing up her hands. I'm not asking you to marry the guy. Unable to remain seated any longer, Rosalind rises to pace the room. She hates how unsettled Gabriel makes her feel. Just thinking about him is bad enough, but after a week's worth of dreaming about him, she's afraid she will jump him the instant she sees him. What if you went with a date? Sadie suggests, breaking into Rosalind's thoughts. That way you wouldn't be tempted to break your moral code. A date? Rosalind laughs. Where could I find a date on such short notice? William trips over his own feet, trying to stand. His arm shoots straight into the air. Me? I'm free. Definitely need to discourage this, she sighs inwardly. Thank you, William, but I will be fine. Are you sure? He asks, his face drooping with disappointment. Definitely. William is cute, no doubt about that, but he needs to take a hint. He has brother vibes wriggling all over him. Rosalind turns on Sadie, still trying to find a loophole to get herself out of the party. I thought you hated the in-crowd. What is with the change of heart? Oh, don't give me that look.
I can't cast that. I need to target something
Yes,
first.
you're right. Partying with snobs isn't exactly my scene anymore. But it's the first time since freshman year that I've been invited. I gotta go, Rose. Oh no. Rosalind chews on her lip. Sadie buries her head in a pillow, wailing dramatically. William rolls his eyes. I don't see what the big deal is, Sadie. She doesn't want to go, so she shouldn't. We can chill out here or something. We can rent a couple movies, pop some corn, and snuggle. He raises his eyebrows suggestively. Rosalind laughs at Sadie's horrified expression. Are you insane? There will be girls there.
I'm out of range.
William cuts a glance over at Rosalind. He shrugs. I'm good here. Unfreaking believable.
It's too far away.
Or is one night of teenage bliss. You two hate me. Don't be like that, William says. No, she's right. Rosalind lets out an exaggerated sigh. She cannot fault Sadie for wanting one night to fit in. But that doesn't mean she thinks it's a good idea. Don't forget
I need to get closer.
warriors rebelling against these people. I hate to think you would give all that time just for one stupid part.
That's still recharging.
Sadie's upper
I don't have a target.
lower lip, creating a pathetically endearing pout. You think I don't know that I will still be the leper of the party? I do. I get it. But I still want to go. Can't you give me just one night to live out my delusions? Rosalind drapes her arm over Sadie's shoulder. According to your own advice, the in-crowd is just a bunch of miserable drug addicts, alcoholics, and sluts.
I'm out of range.
Well,
It's too far away. I can't pass that. I need a target.
Rosalind laughs. You are shameless. And proud of it, Sadie crows, not looking the least bit contrite. So, what do you say? Are you in on this too? Rosalind glances over at William, whose pout over her rejection lingers. He shrugs before stuffing another biscuit into his mouth. Yeah, it could be good. I'm game. I don't have anything to wear, Rosalind protests, knowing it's such a pathetic excuse that Sadie will shoot holes through it in an instant. No problem.
I don't have a target.
I'm sure she has something that will fit you.
I need to target
Rosalind's
something
gaze
first.
darts towards Sadie, not wanting to be rude. Sadie giggles. I don't always
I need a
dress
target.
like this, you know. I do have I didn't say a word. Rosalind holds up her hands in mock surrender. You didn't have to, William chuckles. Why don't we pick you up after dinner? That should give you about an hour before the party starts to get ready. Like that's gonna be enough time, Sadie scoffs, grinning conspiratorially at Rosalind as she ushers her friend toward the front door. Chapter 11. Sexy, Sadie says, grinning as Rosalind hesitantly steps out from behind the bathroom door. She walks lightly, careful not to twist an ankle on the mountains of clothes that have been carelessly discarded around the room. Rosalind smooths her hands along the tight, black, strapless dress. It hugs her figure with perfection. For the first time since she became an immortal, she feels overly self-conscious.
I can't pass that yet.
It seems a bit over the top. Sadie's smaller stature means every outfit Rosalind tries on is a tad too short. This little black number is no exception. The dress falls along the upper portion of her thighs.
That spell is Inventory is full.
Enthusiastic thumbs up. Gabriel will love you in that one. That is exactly what I am afraid of, Rosalind groans, reaching behind her to unzip the dress. Sadie shrieks and shoves her hand away. Don't you dare, she commands. Why not? Rosalind tries to use her arms to cover her sloping
I
waist.
can't carry
The tight
anymore.
boning is beginning to dig into her side. Not that she can't handle it. She has worn dresses much tighter and heavier than this, but that was a long time ago.
I don't have a target.
A knock at the door startles Rosalind.
Inventory
She
is
see
full.
that letting someone slip up the stairs unnoticed. Her concern over the dress has made her lose her edge. She has to find a way to stop thinking about Gabriel. Are you girls ready yet? William asks through the door, checking for the third time in 10 minutes. Sadie throws a hiking boot at the door. Go away! We're not done! Rosalind smirks as William lumbers back down the stairs, not making the slightest effort to hide his exasperation. She can sympathize. They have been playing dress-up for nearly 2 hours now, and Sadie shows little sign of tiring. So, strappy or closed-toe? Sadie holds up 2 pairs of black high heels. Rosalind chews on her lip. She would normally go for the strappy, but they are a bit too sexy. Definitely closed-toe. I thought you would say that. Sadie rolls her eyes as she yanks her wig and tucks the clothes.
I need to target something first. I don't have a target.
To work on your fashion sense. Look who's talking. Rosalind jabs a finger at Sadie's mixed-matched outfit. She is wearing a shredded Metallica t-shirt over a purple tank top, green feather earrings, bright yellow